and I'm coming at you today with part 1 of our Season 2 recap show.
REMIX!
I'll be hog-wallered.
My name is Liz, and I'm a healthy food blogger at thelemonbowl.com.
Hey Kirk, it's Human Resources. Meet me at Big B Coffee. And don't forget your badge, your cell phone, and definitely not your PC.
Send them out to the ocean in multiples so you can fly.
And yes, there are wellness influencers out there who swear by the fact that 30 seconds a day of bum sunning will keep the doctor away. Yeah, but what about the cops? Look, I'm all for alternative medicines, but you're my neighbor, Gary, and the fence between us isn't exactly a privacy model, so could you find yourself a little more shielded area to spread your ass?
When I first got into freediving with sharks, the person that was taking me said, when you get in the water, we don't belong in the ocean. So you're one of two things. You're either prey or you're predator. Depending on how you act is how they're going to treat you.
In my traveling days, I learned that people across the country are certain of only 3 things. 1, that they deal with far less predictable weather patterns than the rest of the world's population. 2, that drivers in their particular roadways are worse than any other drivers anywhere in the world. And 3, that their Major League Baseball team has the worst bullpen in the entire league.
My mom would take me and my friends up to Canada to go snowboard.
We started going to Searchmont, Canada.
Actually, Dan just talked about that.
Oh, did he? Yeah, when he got good enough grades. Did he say that?
No, he didn't say that.
Yeah, that was part of the deal. So if he got good enough grades, his mom would take a couple of guys up to Searchmont, pay for the whole thing. It's a good gig.
That's a good incentive, though.
Yep. We did that for a couple of years.
So we did that for like 3 years, and then
Grades fell off. Yep. We missed a year because he did not get good enough grades.
And when he bombed his grades, I'm like, well, I'm not going to stop this. It was cool. You know, I mean, it's cool now that we're here, but, you know.
I mean, my God, thank God you're here, but holy smokes, thank God for the helicopters.
Oh, my God.
Some kind of way out of here.
Just a few miles from the Pakistan border. When the Taliban moves, so do the Americans.
It's too much confusion.
As was the case with Honey Mustard, keep your hungry man frozen ribs away from the recording equipment, and especially its rich, delicious, sweet, and savory lather. Keep it away from the microphones. No matter how delicious and affordable and available at your local grocery store's frozen food section they might be. And while we're on the subject, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the time that Pat called an Ernie Harwell-esque long gone!
Have a victor mentality rather than a victim mentality. And I feel like you will go far because at the end of the day, you're in control of your life.
Amen. When I drove by a guy on the sidewalk, I waved at him, genuinely and authentically and energetically. But he didn't like the wave, clearly. Because what he gave back was not a wave, but a mean mug that only could be translated to,
Quit waving at everybody, you pussy.
and for a moment, guys, I kind of felt like a pussy.
I'm all about finding the niche and then just, hammering it right there.
So what is your niche?
I'm Michigan's family funny man.
Editor, make sure you cut that part out. Editor. Hello. Earth to editor.
Yes, I'll write it down, Kirk, but I can't guarantee that I'm going to remember to cut it out. Not after hours and hours of this nonsense. I'm only one man.
All right, folks. Well, as if we needed any more proof that you get what you pay for.
But no, my name's Leandro Lara, photographer, film, digital, and whatnot. I do other things as well, but I mainly do photography. Yeah. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm honored.
Of course. Well, thanks for having me.
I'm
situated here. All right.
Yeah. And I'm digging what I like the look. Explain your look a little bit.
This was the robe that I actually wore to the Last Supper. It's my favorite fit, still is. And then I modernized it a little bit. This is Josh Grobman, huge Grobman fan. What's up, Grobes?
An American Renaissance rooted in Buddha. Forget the establishment for seeing right through you. Express your inner angst or explode like a shell. Shout your love and your fear about the modern man's hell.
And I use that poem to find space for myself when I was in a world that told me that I was missing the mark every time.
Mhm.
If you're always missing the mark, how do you find a place?
I was forced to interrupt my work in the laboratory in the middle of the afternoon and proceed home, being affected by a remarkable restlessness combined with a slight dizziness. At home, I lay down and sank into a not unpleasant, intoxicated-like condition, characterized by an extremely stimulated imagination, and in a dreamlike state with my eyes closed. I found the daylight, by the way, to be unpleasantly glaring. I perceived an uninterrupted stream of fantastic pictures, extraordinary shapes with intense kaleidoscopic play of colors. It's my first Swiss accent ever. I'm gonna give you a secret. It's my German accent. It's been a difficult day for so many of us who just recently learned that our dear friend Alex Penny has died unexpectedly this past weekend, just a month shy of his 33rd birthday. From the moment I met Alex back in 2019, we became fast friends. We sought each other out at a post-wedding shindig. We immediately clicked. We spent the next couple hours formulating subtle, ironic comedy bits, most of which were self-deprecating. It was as if we'd been homies for years. I love you, brother. Thanks so much for all your friendship and your support. You'll be missed, but you'll always be here with us too. Especially in the attic, man. I can feel you here.
Well, more content like that. All us addicts need to see the home base. Second of all, with the mustache and hair, you're giving me a real Mark Maron vibe, which bodes really well for you. Either way, fucking sweet, man. It looks like it's gonna be a big job, but it'll be awesome when it's done. Don't know what I'm saying anymore. Don't know why I'm doing a video either, but you sent me a video, so I'm sending one back. All right, brother. All right, brother. All right, brother. All right, brother.